Hello and good morning to all of you beautiful people. Today I'm going live, and this is kind of the first time I'm going live actually on YouTube and on TikTok at the same time. And it's crazy. It's crazy what technology can technically do, right? Who would have ever thought that we'd be able to go live from home but yet see everybody at the same time? Like, I'm amazed. And the more I discover how to do these kind of things, the more I'm just like, okay, we have to keep going because this is getting crazier. So, today we are going to talk about, uh-oh, I'm not talking about anything because I closed it. Today I'm going to do a little bit of like an inside, like behind the scenes of what it's like to be a travel advisor. I get that question all the time. What is it like to be a travel advisor? How can I become a travel advisor? And I really just thought, you know what? Let's talk about it. Let's go live and talk about how your life can change by being a travel advisor. So let me remove my fancy screen and add this to the stage. And we're just going to basically go over it. So if you are watching this and you kind of hop in the middle and back up a little bit if you're on YouTube, that's totally fine. But I'm just going to go over, different types of things that we go through on a daily basis, the perks, the how we get paid, all of that. So let's go ahead and dive in. Now, of course, before I get started, I always like to introduce myself. Like I already said, my name is Ash. And if you are on my TikTok, you are on my Travel with Ash TikTok. And if you're on my YouTube, you're on Ash Knows Travel. So I've been in the game roughly for about 13 years. I started my actual company and going through myself about 3 years ago. I am definitely a travel pro. I absolutely love anything travel, whether it's booking or actually going. I am your girl. In that time frame, though, I am a mom. I have 6 kids. I am a full business owner and also a trainer. Once I learned about the travel industry and how it can help basically a lot of people be able to make income from home, I was like, oh, I have to teach people how to do this. And then not only teach them how to become travel advisors, but how to become the best travel advisors. And that's practically what I did. I'm not going to lie to you. If you go to my YouTube channel right now, Ash Knows Travel, you will literally see thousands of trainings. Why? Because there's always ways to improve. There's always ways to be better, right? And so I wanted to just practically take the time to kind of dive into the travel industry and show other people about it. So, in that, let me show you how it works. Let me show you what it's like to be a travel advisor. So, imagine this, okay? We're planning dream vacations for someone else. We're getting paid to do so. And we did all of it from our laptop while drinking our morning coffee. Okay. That's the power of working as a remote travel advisor. That's the capability that we have to make income from home while drinking our morning coffee. I actually just did this morning, ironically. I literally posted something a few days ago about an Italy tour. Didn't think anything of it. I honestly, I didn't even think that it would get any hits. But I got a call this morning from an unknown number. I was like, what is this? Let me answer it. Hi, I would like to book that Italy tour that you posted about. You would? Oh. And then I had to remember. I was like, wait, what Italy tour did I post? But you know what? It's that simple because people are traveling every day. Every day somebody's traveling. And so it just seems like, why wouldn't we want to help them? And one thing I've really noticed in 2025, people are tired of booking through Expedia because the Expedia, they ain't going to help you. They're not going to call and make sure that everything happened the way it's supposed to. They're not going to be there when you need them. They might be on an 800 number, but you might have to wait a long time, right? So this comes into personalized travel, and that's where we come in as travel advisors because we literally take care of everything from the beginning to the middle, even after the trip. We are their go-to for all travel. So it's important to kind of consider that when you're planning the trip part, okay? It's not all just a 1 minute deal. So why is this so popular right now? There's a big travel boom, especially after the pandemic. Everybody wanted to get out of their house. Okay, everybody wanted to start exploring, and that's where we come in, right? Flexibility and income. People definitely want to be able to work from home now, especially after experiencing that, and we want to have the availability to make whatever type of income we are looking for our lifestyles. Now, a lot of us are currently working in 9 to 5s, right? And we are controlled on how much we make. It's a set amount every month, no matter what we do, that is what we're making. And one of the scariest parts of this that drives me crazy about the work industry is that one day they can just decide to fire you. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing that can stop you from going, hey, wait, let me fix it. No, if they want you gone, that's it. There's no security in this. And this is why this is so popular right now because I have the availability to make the amount of income that I choose to. The amount of work I put into this is the amount of work I get out of it. So if I don't do anything with it, it does nothing. But if I'm able to, as a mom of 6, work from home from my laptop, booking travel, and making enough income to where I'm almost matching to what my engineer husband is making, then you guys can do it too. It does require a little bit of work, but it's not anything that you can't do from inside your home. If you want to leave and talk to people in the public, okay, if you want to socialize, it's going to work even better, right? But for me, I like to stay home and do this, and I'm able to. There's no experience really needed. Honestly, I've been booking travel for about 13 years. I've also been planning it in the process. But the real part of my let's get clients and start booking started about 3 years ago. Before that, I had a master's degree in healthcare and I worked in a hospital. I didn't have any intentions on becoming a travel advisor. I just knew what I was doing, and actually, what I got my degree in is not what I was trying to do. I wanted to be able to be in charge of helping people, right? And that's kind of makes sense with the healthcare degree. But in that sense, I wasn't in charge of it. I had to let other people tell me what I was qualified for. Let me give you an example. So I used to work at a hospital, and I had a master's degree when I started there. And they just basically told me that I didn't have enough experience because, mind you, I was like, I don't know, 24, 25. Like, what experience do you want me to have? And basically, they were like, you don't have enough experience, so you're going to start at the bottom with my master's degree that I paid $70,000 for. Okay. So I started making like $12 an hour. And oh my God, this place was so dramatic. Every other day, they're writing people up for HIPAA, blah, 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 all of these, regulations. And they're just writing people up and firing them. And I'm watching people literally just like disappear. And that's so scary. That is so scary as a human being who depends on money to live. And I just knew that like I had the right idea, but I didn't have the right setting. I wasn't valued where I was at. And a lot of you might feel like that. A lot of you might feel like you are not in charge of your future. And that is a scary feeling in 2025. which is exactly why I became a travel advisor. Honestly, it was the only thing that I could control and I could work on from home at my own like willingness. Nobody was forcing me to do it. I didn't have to show up unless I wanted to. But when I started seeing the results, I wanted to show up, right? So another thing that I absolutely love about this compared to when I worked at the hospital, it's fun and rewarding, okay? There's no stress in it. There's just you're planning the travel. Everything goes great. We book the travel, right? And if there things happen, okay, I'm here. I can help you. If something goes wrong, it's rare, but if it does, we always have backup options and ways to fix things because that's what we do, right? But there's no stress of like having that income loss, okay? And that's a big thing for me and probably for you too. And another thing is that it comes with travel perks. Who doesn't love travel perks? As a travel advisor, you will get a ton of them. Let me explain. So, the perks of being a travel advisor. We have discounted and free travel, of course. We get wholesale rates automatically accessible. We can book anything. Like on Expedia, it'll be like $4,000, but for us, it'll be like $1,000. We love that, right? We also get a lot of options to do like free travel, but we only have to pay for the port fees and taxes or just the taxes and fees in general. So you can have different resorts that will give you those options. You can have cruises, Princess and Canard. If you get certified through them, then you basically get 2 free options for cruises. All you have to pay is the port fees and taxes. It's insane. And to get certified with Princess and Canard, it only takes about 4 hours. 4 hours, you can have a free cruise and then port fees and taxes, which when the last one I took, which was with Princess, I paid $163 for an interior room for 2 people. Um, can you do that if you're not a travel advisor? No. Hi, Black Gator 77 that joined. Hi there. So basically, there's a lot of different perks that are going to come with being a travel advisor. Um, of course, we have cruise and resort perks. A lot of us, like when we're booking for our clients, we take the reward points because it's through our system, right? So if we continuously book with the same vendor over and over, they give us like free 3-day stays. They will give us VIP, like things that we can do with the resort and different things that we can offer our clients as well. And sometimes they'll even give us like extra resort credit just if we book with them and just different things like that to help us and also to help our clients. So also on top of being just getting the travel perks, we also get to work while you travel. So anything that you do as a travel advisor after becoming one is a tax write-off travel wise. So let me give you an example. I just went in March to meet the Vampire Diaries. I absolutely love that show. And it's my second time going, okay? But the place that they go and do the convention at is the Marriott, right? And the Marriott is a very, very beautiful Marriott. So guess what I did there? I did content. I went in there and I started recording. And I did a review of the hotel. And basically that contributes to what? Me being a better travel advisor. So that trip is a now tax write-off. Is a tax write-off because I used it to become a better travel advisor by showing content. Something simple like that. Something that we do already as humans, right? We're always traveling, we're always going to new places, is now a tax write-off because I'm a travel advisor. And I think that's probably one of the coolest parts alone is everything that I do. For example, we just went to spring break. We were just there at the Great Wolf Lodge. I did a complete review on the Great Wolf Lodge, which actually went viral and got me a few more bookings at the Great Lodge, right? But it's also a tax write-off because I'm educating people on travel, which is used for me to become a travel advisor. So think about that. Think about how that works. So travel advisors, we get paid commissions, right? And we need something to offset those commissions. So tax write-offs like travel is a great way to offset any taxes when it comes to, making income. So another thing that we have here is community and guidance. If you haven't seen my YouTube channel yet, you might be on my YouTube or you might be on my TikTok because I'm on both. But I train. Like when I'm telling you, you're going to learn everything that you need to know about becoming a travel advisor and how to become a successful one at that. We have a lot of that and a lot of guidance. So if you guys ever need help, we're always here to help too. And then, of course, there's no cold messaging or like calling people. I think, like, it's cool to sell something, right? It's very common for people these days to sell things. But what we don't want to do is be those kind of people that are like spamming. I don't want to message somebody. I don't want to, you know, be weird. I don't want to be weird. I don't have to be. As a travel advisor, we don't have to do any of that. Why? Because everyone is traveling. At some point in your life, maybe not now, maybe not next week, but at some point in your life, you're going to travel, right? And a lot of times when people start traveling, they like to continue traveling. So I don't have to be weird about what I'm doing. You are already going to travel regardless. All I have to do is get in front of you and give you the goods. Here's what I can do for you, right? And as travel advisors, we get exclusive access to a lot of discounts, a lot of different pricing that isn't public. We get a lot of rewards. So, like, for example, you might see a resort, okay, Nickelodeon Resort in Punta Cana. I just booked it, right? Now, if my clients wouldn't have booked that on their own, they would have paid roughly about the same. I was like maybe $100 cheaper, okay? So that's a perk, yes. But the added perk for booking with me is that they get an additional $350 in credits. Okay, so when they get to the resort, that's $350 in credits that they are going to receive. They would never get that through Expedia. They would never get that through anyone. Honestly, not even the resort itself gives it that. But my vendor, since I'm a travel advisor, does. So you're going to have the availability to just go in there and wow them. So you don't have to spam them. You don't have to be weird about it. You just have to get in front of them and basically go, here, this is what I can do for you, right? So I really like that too. Now, here's the beautiful part too about those commissions that I'm talking about being paid out. God forbid something happens to you, okay? I hope nothing ever happens to anybody, but it's life. If those commissions are still owed to you from previous trips that haven't been paid out, it can be passed down. You can actually you can go in there and put a beneficiary of your choice, and it can be passed down to them. And I just think that's pretty awesome in itself, right? So what do you actually do as a travel advisor? We help clients book vacations, cruises, resorts, honeymoons, plus more. We do a lot of marketing strategies to gain clients. Listen, in 2025, you don't have to do really much. We have automated marketing at this point, okay? And I teach you exactly how to set up the automated marketing, and I teach you exactly how to market to get clients. If you need proof, just look at my TikTok, look at my YouTube, look at my Insta. Like, I know exactly what to do, and I teach you how to do it. It's not hard. You don't have to go live. Like, I'm live on TikTok and YouTube right now. Am I showing my face? No, absolutely not. You don't have to do that, okay? I can show you exactly how to do it so you guys can start making income. And then what happens is, okay, well, a lot of people, what they don't know is that I'm monetized. I'm monetized on YouTube. Now I'm working on my TikTok, which is why I'm live here. So welcome if you're from TikTok. But I've discovered that I don't have to just rely on getting commission. I can monetize myself everywhere. I'm monetized on Facebook just for posting about my travel, which in results gets me bookings. Weird, right? How does that happen? So I just tell them about it. As soon as I start telling people about travel, I get more bookings, which is also giving me more content to post, which is also getting me monetized. So now I technically have 3 streams of income. I'm booking travel. I'm also monetized on Facebook, and I'm monetized on YouTube. And I'm working on number 4, which is TikTok. So if you're on TikTok and you're watching my live, please show me some love. I'm really trying to just get out there and educate everybody. I'm going to start going live a lot more, not just about becoming a travel advisor. It's just my most common question I get, but just about travel in general. So if you have any topics that you guys want me to cover while I'm live, please feel free to let me know. Okay. So also, we do a lot of communication. We do a lot of communication via social media, text, email, or even in person if you want. Honestly, most of mine are through text and emails. Earn commissions from travel suppliers and not clients. So we don't collect any money at all from our clients. All of it's either getting paid to a supplier or a third party. So I say earn commissions from travel suppliers because I don't ever want to go run around saying, all right, clients, pay me my money. No, we're never going to do that. It's automatically coming paid out from the travel supplier. So if you are one of those people, Okay, if you're on TikTok or you do a lot of YouTube shorts where you're talking about the places that you love, that's half of it. You're already a travel advisor. If you were booking travel, if you were planning travel, okay, and you are not receiving a paycheck for it, you are technically already a travel advisor because commissions are tacked into every single booking, whether you are book direct, whether you're booking through third party, like what, Expedia, okay? They have commissions tacked into them automatically. You do not have access to wholesale rates, only travel advisors do. So you are paying somebody commission, even if you book through Costco, even if you book through your American Express card, there is commission tacked into every single trip. Why are you paying them when you could have paid yourself? I'm going to give you a good example. So I just booked a trip for a girl that she's a friend of a friend, okay? But they're all going to like a wedding. They're going to a wedding. And I booked the room for her. She doesn't know it, but I got $400 for booking that room. And I think she paid like 20, I don't know, it was like 2,800 or something like that. And it was like a 5-6 day stay. And I made $400 in commission. And it's crazy because she could have done that herself. Now, I'm glad she didn't, right? But there's commission tacked into every single time you book. And that's kind of the biggest thing that people don't know, especially when they're on Expedia and they're like, oh, I'm getting the best rate. Guys, travel advisors work with Expedia. I have an Expedia TAP program where I can go in and do the exact same thing that you're doing, okay? But instead of you just booking directly with Expedia, you're booking through me. So you get all of my services, which would be like helping you, making sure everything's good, make sure you have your passport, whatever you need, right? Just things that, packing list, whatever. I booked your trip, you go, you return. And now from here on out, I'm booking all of your trips. Okay. So I can do the exact same thing as Expedia, but instead of you paying them, you're paying me, which is great. Right. And if you were a travel advisor, that's how it works. That's exactly how it works. We work with everybody that everybody's already booking through. Instead of just paying them, though, they're going to be paying us. And wouldn't you rather support somebody like local, like a real person, than support Expedia? Like, no disrespect, okay? But they're making millions of dollars. They don't need any more money than they're already getting. It's important that, you support the people around you. And this is a great way to do so. So what can you book as a travel advisor? That's the thing that a lot of people don't know. We take care of everything. We are their one-stop shop for all things travel. Whether they want to book the accommodations, the cruises, the travel insurance, we do that. You get 18% on travel insurance. That's crazy. Excursion, tours, concerts, sport tickets. Anybody going to see Beyonce? Because we can book Beyonce. Destination weddings, honeymoons, transportation, flights, transfers, and rentals. Disney. Where's my Disney lovers? We got some Disney lovers. Universal and theme park. And what's cool about Disney, Universal, and SeaWorld, if you guys complete their training, you get free tickets with them. Not bad. We like that. And you're certified. Also cool. So you are their one-stop shop for all things travel. Literally, from the moment they leave their house to the airport, once they arrive, the transfer, the resort stay, whatever activities, excursions you book for them, upon to the airport again, departure back home. And then that turns into, as long as everything goes great, which there's no reason it shouldn't, you get a referral. Not only a referral, but more people are going to book with you. And those same people are probably going to book with you again. So it's actually a really cool way to kind of build a business, but it's not really even a business. And I'm going to explain why and how I mean that. So you will get paid commissions for the travel that's booked, right? In the United States, we are 1099, which is independent contractors. So they consider that like a business in America. If you're not in America and you're watching this, you're going to be like, what's that? Basically, they don't take out our taxes. We're responsible for that at the end of the year. So we get a 1099 form, okay? You get paid for the commission that the travel that's booked. If you have affiliate links, you can get paid without even doing anything. We have over 32 plus affiliate links like Virgin Voyages, Disney, Viator. They have Excursion One. They have Project Expedition. I mean, there's a lot. And you can share those. If they want to book on their own, they can. We also get paid for research and planning charges. Okay. We have instant commission. So we can go in and get wholesale rates. Let me see if I have access to that. So we can go in and do wholesale rates. And I can show you what those kind of look like. And when we do the wholesale rates, basically we're on there, like we can take that and add commission to it and give it to our clients. So let me find one real quick. I'm going to share my screen. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Let's see. Plus, click here to access your portal. Okay. So 1 second, my screen's going to update. I'm watching to make sure it does. There we go. All right. So this is what we call Evo Plus. This is something that we work through. And basically in Evo Plus, you guys get these 39% off, 44% off, 38% off, etc. So we have a lot of different options for that. 1 second. All right. Now, in that, we have for 7 nights, 4 adults, 2,500, just stuff like this. So this is wholesale. Okay. This is basically what the public can't have access to, because Expedia and all of those other places, even directly, they're opening up all of those taxes, those fees, they're tacking them in there for you. I'm going to look up just something real quick. Let's just see what we got here. 2 kids, 2 adults. I don't know. I'm just trying to show you something. But, they have taxes, fees, and any kind of charges that they want to inquire, and commission tacked in when you're booking on regular sites like Expedia and all of them. We don't have to worry about stuff like that as travel advisors. So here's a good example. Windham, Cancun, okay? This is a platform you can make commission on the same day. So if you're watching this, that's what we're doing. So 72% off automatically for them. Great deal. We love that. They would technically be paying $3,500 if they were to go to Expedia, etc. But for us, we're only going to pay $1,000 with the tax included. So if I was a travel advisor setting, okay, and I wanted to make commission off of this, I have over $2,500 that I could tack on to this to make commission and still only charge Expedia's rate. Now, would I do that? Absolutely not. I would probably add in $1,000. But $1,000, a lot of you guys can do a lot with $1,000, and you would make that instantly the same day. That's it. You instantly, same day, $1,000. And you pocket it, do whatever you want. But I call it my pizza money because I do this a lot for flights. We get wholesale rate typically for flights, and I can find it cheaper. And once I book that, I charge them $100, and that's my pizza money. But in this setting, that could be your rent money, right? So we get access to stuff like this. Like this is 40% off. So I could add like $500 in here and still save them money. $300 here. It kind of depends on where you go. But you can save people money and make instant commission at the same time. Okay. So that's how that one works. Let me go back over here and wait for my screen to populate. So we have that option for instant commission with resorts, hotels in general, and flights. You guys, of course, we also get discounts. Like I told you, you earn free cruise and resort trips after completing training with vendors. We also have a lot of fam trips. So you get to tour different resorts when they're available, and you get access to discounted and wholesale travel rates. We love that. And then the beautiful part is that it comes with a commission dashboard to track your earnings. So you have a way to basically come up with all of that. So I'm going to go into this a little bit more. Okay. So who is this perfect for? This is going to be perfect for anyone who's like a stay-at-home mom. That's me. Nurses, teachers, and 9-to-5ers, because people around you are traveling, so it's easy to talk to them. People who already travel, you're going to benefit off of the perks, so you're not going to care about the rest. Social media users who love sharing. If you are a content creator, you need to have something to get paid with it. There you go. That's just how you get paid with it. If you don't want to do just monetization, you can share the travel and let them book it. Anyone who's looking to build a flexible side hustle or even a full-time business, this can be a full-time thing if you want it to, like me. It doesn't have to be, but it can be. So what's the catch, right? A lot of you probably are watching this and you're like, well, how does this work? What does this mean? How does this, like, how do we get paid to do this? All right. So I'm going to let you guys know the breakdown and the home of this opportunity, where this opportunity lies in. So we are powered by Archer Travel. Archer Travel is our host agency. They've been in the business for 70 plus years. My favorite thing about Archer Travel is that it actually started with like a mom and pop. Okay, so it's Cliff and Lola Archer. They missed their Greyhound bus and they were like, never again. But mind you, this was in 1952. So they couldn't call anybody. They couldn't let anybody know. Like they were so distraught from missing this Greyhound bus. And they were like, we are never doing this again. From here on out, we are going to do it the right way. So they started a business in 1952 to be able to go in and just have travelers have the best experience when they're traveling. So their son, who's pictured, which is Mr. Ron, he is now sitting on the board for CEO for Archer Travel, and he helps kind of orchestrate everything. He also has a really cool title too, because we guys, of course, are, we're registered with the Better Business Bureau, A+. We are affiliated with CLIA. CLIA is how we book cruises, okay? He sits on the board of directors of CLIA. So give you an idea how big we are. That's how big we are. We're also, of course, certified through IATA. And then with Archer, you guys get to take home 80% of the commission. That's insane. So we're going to have, of course, access to over 130 plus vendors that we can take that commission home in. But what does 80% look like for you? Okay. Now we already kind of see that we can get different things for, with Archer Travel. But let me go into details. So with Archer Travel, you're going to get a booking portal and supplier access. You're going to get your back office system, commission dashboard, live training calls and replays, step-on-step onboarding, and marketing templates, tools, travel discounts, FAM opportunities, errors and omissions liability insurance, and of course, 80% of the payout. So the commissions typically pay out per trip up to 20%. You will get 80% of that payout, which is the highest in the industry. Okay. Now, if you were to go out and do all of this on your own, it could easily cost up to 5%. And the worst part is that there's no safety net. There's no safety net. So it can easily cost up to $5,000. $5,000 out of pocket with no safety net. And that's the scariest part, the safety net. Because imagine if you invested all of this time to do all of this work and then it didn't work. That would be really, really upsetting, right? So Archer partnered with Evolution Travel. And they said, you know what? We need to offer a safety net. We want people to be able to do this and not have to pay a fortune to start doing it. And we need to offer them the availability to be safe about being able to start something like this. So they came up with a program that's called the Bundle Program and the Essentials. Okay. So the Essentials program is $89 to get started. That $89 covers a lot. Not only does it cover a lot, but it's a tax write-off. So when you start making commission, you need tax write-offs to offset that commission. That $89 does that. That's exactly what it does. But that $89 covers a lot. All of this. It covers your toolkit, it covers your booking portal, it covers your supplier access, it covers your back office. It gives you a website with a booking portal inside of it. It gives you a commission dashboard. It gives you the training. It gives you the replays of the training, step-by-step onboarding program, gives you marketing templates and automated marketing so you don't have to do anything on your own. And then, of course, the errors and omissions liability insurance. If you don't know what that means protection against fraud and chargebacks. All of that for $89. And then comes the safety net on top of it. Ready? You have a 10-day money-back trial. So if you tried this out and you were like, you know what, I don't like it. All right, fine. 10 days to decide. Perfect. Then we take it a little bit further. So Evolution and Archer partnered together to offer a 12-month profit guarantee. What does that mean for you? So within 12 months of what you invested does not equate to the amount of profit or discounts in travel that you have had within the year. They pay you the difference. Not only do they pay you the difference, but you get to keep going. I love this. I love this. This is why I'm here. This is why I tell other people about it. And I don't care. I don't care if people see this and they're like, yeah, what about this? What about that? No, because I have been able to make money from home for the last 3 years and support my family just off of $89. I have to invest $89 every month to make $5,000 plus sometimes. But on average, I make about $5,000. And that's like me at mid level. Okay. I'm starting to upgrade, you guys. I'm live. I'm live. I don't even go live. Right. But for $89, I was able to change my entire life. And that's crazy to me. And we didn't even have this when I started. We didn't have none of this. But now you guys have a safety net. You have something to hold you in, to make you accountable, and to guarantee that you can be successful at this. And I love that. So they do have an optional upgrade. This is the bundle package that I was referring to. It's $299 to get started and then $89 a month. It's not required, but if you want to start traveling, this is what you want to do. Reason being, for the $299, it gives you over $1,300 in travel credits, and it also gives you a 2026 convention ticket, which is amazing. Convention is life-changing, and it's already included. The convention ticket starts out at $350. So you're paying for the convention ticket while also getting travel credits right then and there. So I like this. I like this part. Now, what happens next? So if you watch this live and you're like, wow, this is great. This is something I want to do. Go ahead and reach out to me. You can go to my links in my bio. I have all of it there, passportstoprofits.com. Just go there. The link's actually at the bottom. It's scrolling across the screen. You can get started, get onboarded, plugged into training. We'll access your tools and support chat, and then you start earning, start traveling. All right. Of course, if you want to do the upgrade too, you can pick that one. But final words from me. The biggest thing that I like to say about being a travel advisor that I would compare to different things in life is that a lot of things that we do, we start on our own. And that's really, really scary. So if you learned anything from me today, you're not doing this alone and you're not doing it blind. Okay. This is a low risk opportunity because of the profit guarantee and the 10-day money back trial that you have the ability to go in there and change your future with that safety net in place. So if you have questions, you guys can feel free to text me, write my number down, or you can visit the link, passportstoprofits.com, to get started. And let's just build something that you're proud of. That's me, Ash Knows Travel. Travel with Ash. I'm very proud of that. And it's the legacy that I am building for my children. And that they get to see mommy do something cool, right? They don't have to see mommy stressed out, leaving for work every day, dropping them off at daycare. Nope. They get to see mommy work from home. They're taking naps right now. My two youngest ones are taking naps. And that's why I was like, you know what? Let's go live and teach some people about travel advisors. Yeah. So if you hear this today and you're like, wow, this is awesome, I want to do this, feel free to reach out to me or visit passportstoprofits.com. And I would love to have you on my team and love to have you get started. But if not, I hope you all have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching my live. And I will see you all very soon.